here to talk about the rivers that flow through the state of Massachusetts, including these two rivers are from my hometown in the city of Attleboro, which is including the 10 Mile River, the Bungai River, and another river I occasionally go to, for fishing and stuff like that with my family is the Charles River, which is located in Boston. These rivers that I have listed are all experiencing littering problems and are being trashed on a daily basis. Some of these rivers are in my city in Attleboro, like I said, and knowing that there are trash in these rivers, it honestly sucks. It's devastating, like seeing like all these kind of rivers are like all trashed up. But there are some communities that are, set throughout the state of Massachusetts trying to solve these problems and help clean out these rivers. You know, Everyone likes looking at rivers, taking pictures, taking photos, like, taking their family or kids, whoever it might be, looking at the waters. Everybody wants to see clean rivers. Nobody wants to see any trash or litter flowing, in these rivers at all or in the banks of our rivers. And I live in Attleboro, Massachusetts. One of my favorite hobbies I enjoy doing is I love going fishing and hanging out with my friends and family whenever, we go out there. There's actually like a trail in Attleboro. It's near the Bungai River, so sometimes we go there to like hang out and stuff. I sometimes do go to Boston to fish the Charles River with my family since they also love fishing. Just by seeing all the sewage and the trash, it feels devastating. It's terrible. I just want to see, clear water. What I will discuss about though is about, the issues and problems that is affecting these rivers, and I will also want to discuss about like how the communities are making a difference and trying to solve these kind of issues that are happening, in these rivers. Um, the following rivers, such as the Charles River, the Bungai River, and the 10 Mile River, are all being littered. They're just being all trashed up. It just sucks. According to the article, though, green paper products, when litter breaks down, it releases harmful chemicals in the air, which sucks. And it also releases these microplastics, which is like very harmful for our bodies and also the rivers. You know what I mean? Because obviously the stuff that are living in the rivers and that could like affect the wildlife over there too. Entanglement in litter is, really troublesome. It's a really big problem right now. It could cause suffocation, drowning, or restricted movement, while ingestion can result in eternal injuries or such as starvation, which is very bad for wildlife. And that could go through, our rivers in Massachusetts. The 10 Mile River, which does connect to the Bungai River over here in the city of Attleboro, it's also through North Attleboro and just keeps going, through Massachusetts. Was experiencing, such a problem like this. It was heavily polluted and was basically like left for dead. And the factory pipes were like discharging pollutants and into the waters, and it was littering its banks with refuse. So it was just bad. And the Charles River is also experiencing a similar problem, but way worse. According to the article, Charles River Watershed Association, for decades, I mean decades, it has been trash, sewage, and industrial waste, and they were regularly being dumped into the Charles, making it one of the most polluted rivers in the country. So the river in Massachusetts and Boston is one of the most polluted rivers. Like, think about that. Like, that's just like terrible. Now that I did discuss about these problems, however, let's now discuss about how they're being solved today. So there's actually like organizations, there's different communities that are like trying to solve these kind of problems today. The rivers are constantly being improved. They're being better in a day-to-day basis, so which is really really good, and they're only going to get cleaner from here. Thanks to the following organizations, which is Keep Attleboro Beautiful, Keep Massachusetts Beautiful, which basically created Keep Attleboro Beautiful. Like, they're like the organizations that made that happen. And the Charles River Watershed Association, which is up there in Boston. They're really focusing on cleaning up the waste and all the pollutants that is being thrown in the Charles River and all the trash that's also polluting the waters. They want people to swim in the river. They're trying to make that happen, and they're trying to have more people fish the Charles River because it's still a risk, kind of like fishing there too. This can also help the wildlife that lives in Massachusetts, and also allows people to do fun things such as fishing and swimming in some of these rivers. the Charles River is definitely like an anticipated river for people to, there's been many people wanting to swim over there, and hopefully someday, people could, have a chance to swim over there. There's been tens of millions of gallons of being drawn in the Charles River. You can fish in the river, like I said, because you could fish in there, but you can't swim in there. It's too bad. It's too harmful over there for you to swim. The Charles River Watershed Association is making some progress, and is trying to make that happen, so people could swim over there. The volunteers from Arabella Cleanup helped clean the Bungai River, and there were about like 100 volunteers that were cleaning up the trash, and they were found in the river, and they were all carrying trash bags to put all the trash in the trash bags. And finally, it is great to see that a lot of this trash are being cleaned up by all these organizations that I listed for you guys.